About Celtic, who are having a mare. I'm not sure whether we can dress this up in a positive fashion to keep everybody happy or not. I don't know. But they are out of the Champions League already. They lost their opening game of the season at the weekend against a newly promoted side. Let's not forget it. Hearts are newly promoted and they got beaten 2-1 at Hearts. The keeper who they let go, Craig Gordon, made 2 terrific saves in injury time to keep it at 2-1. The winning goal, you see the winning goal?
I did see the winning goal.
What a shambles that is from a Celtic point of view.
Yeah.
So you look at it, we need a competitive Scotland. At the moment, it's Rangers and then whoever's going to finish miles behind them. So what on earth is going on at Celtic?
Very good question. You know, sometimes you can go through a pre-season where you win all your games and you coast through it and you're thinking, wow, everything seems good. All of a sudden, the league campaign starts and you hit a brick wall. You lose your first couple of matches, confidence goes and you have a real bad start to your campaign. And then the flip side of that is you can get beat every week in pre-season thinking, oh, this is a nightmare, and all of a sudden you come the first game, you get a win, and then everything starts to go in the other direction. I just don't understand at the moment exactly. I just don't think Celtic, and it was really interesting hearing all those little sound bites, Aid, on Celtic in the intro there on the hour, with all those different issues. And I think it's a culmination of so many different things now that leave them where they are. And Rangers have made up good ground. Stephen Gerrard has been, last time I was with you, I said I like the way Stephen handles the job and the way that he goes about the job, the way that he presents himself. It exudes confidence. He looks like a man who knows what he wants, and he looks like someone who's able to deliver that, and he's done that. Now, look, for Postecoglou, it remains to be seen whether or not over course and distance he's got anything like those qualities. He's been around, he's managed, and he's obviously not managed at this sort of level and under, I would think, this intense scrutiny. But it's very, very early days. I don't think he as an individual will be pressing any buttons yet, panic buttons, but he'll be really disappointed at the way that they've gone about it so far. When I look at the Celtic team, I don't see, where's the Mavericks? Celtic have always had players that were like, genuinely, I used to look at some of Martin's teams, Gordon Strachan's teams over the years, and used to think he could come down and do great in the Premier League. He could do it. 3 or 4 of them. You'd always think, yeah, they could come and play here, no problem. Where are they? Where have those sort of maverick special Celtic players gone that used to get you on the edge of your seat? And I've been fortunate enough to be up at Celtic Park doing Champions League matches for years, and I saw some of the best nights in European football I'd seen anywhere. That Celtic 4-3, I think it was 4-3, when Chrissy Sutton scored a great volley. That night against Juve was just like astonishing, the noise in there. I remember Ali was in there that night because he was working as well, and even Ali was like, wow, this is like, because he was half expecting it. It was sensational in there. But they had players, and they had something there that genuinely got everybody on the edge of their seats. Now they look to me like there's just a lot of ordinary guys there, ordinary players that really and truly don't look like they have it within themselves to elevate Celtic back to that sort of status.
You're so right, and I think a lot of Celtic fans may well be about to come on and blame the running of the club, and I totally understand that. Probably not looking at Postecoglou at this moment in time at all because he's inherited what he's inherited. But I would say this: the Rangers being demoted it meant that the Scottish Premiership lacked intensity. It meant that Celtic started effectively going through the motions, and they haven't come out of that. They've seen Rangers stroll past them, hair past them, and they're still going through the motions, starting to wonder, hang on a minute, are we supposed to be running a competitive football club here? Because they didn't have to do it for so long. It was so easy for them. They literally just went through the motions, doing the bare minimum. All of a sudden, competing in the Champions League at any kind of extent wasn't an issue anymore, so they stopped doing that as well.
Whenever Celtic lose a game, it's always big news in Scotland. Of course it is. Whenever they lose, it's not acceptable for that club. They're always expected to win and keep churning them out every time. They are second best right now. They are a comfortable second best to Rangers in terms of the approach, the thinking, the squad, the players, and the way that they are knitting it all together. They're some way behind, and they've got to tread very carefully, I think, now over the next few games to steady the ship and to restore a bit of confidence and send a bit of belief back into those players that they can go and do it.
Well, since Lennon was sacked, they've won 4 of 13 competitive games, which for Celtic is unacceptable. So what is going on? 08717 223344. It's Drive on TalkSport with WeBuyAnyCar.com. Get a free online quote in under 60 seconds. Enter your reg number now.